Welcome, Grue Heads, episode
Welcome.
6. Silent Shadow.
Crimson Quill.
Zedmore's back as well. Thought I'd bring Zedmore back.
Zedmore's back.
I thought he got. Yeah, I liked him.
I'm glad he's back. Can I wear him for the second half?
Yeah, man, definitely. I should spread.
Can I strike him?
Oh, stroking. What's that noise? Crimson, explain.
Yeah, that keeps going off. That's the sound of things going mad on Twitter at the moment.
That's the sound of a growing empire.
Oh yes, oh yes. So another week, another
podcast.
Another podcast, yes. Yes. And what we got this week?
This week, you go totally in the dark. I love it. So, everyone on the podcast is probably going to hate it. A controversial film.
I know you got it.
Scream 4. I'm going to talk
Okay.
about Scream 4. I'll probably talk a little bit about Scream in general, but mainly Scream 4.
Yeah, man, I can do Scream.
Okay, because you've not seen them before yet, have you?
I haven't seen them before. No.
Okay. I mean, I didn't mind Scream 4. I mean, me and my brother went to see this at the cinema and just sort of giggled all the way through it. Yeah, quite good fun. Horrendous opening. One of the worst openers of all times. Thanks, Wes, for that. Scream 1's got one of the best openings, I think. It's a really strong opening to a horror movie.
Yeah.
2 was alright, 3 was alright, openers. The rest of 3 was pretty tosh. 2 was an alright sequel. 3 had an okay sequel. Okay opening, and then it was just a shit movie. This is an awful, awful opener. But it redeems itself okay-ish for the rest of the movie. The thing I like about this film is actually for the first time in any Hollywood horror movie is that the teenagers in this film are played, I think, by teenagers.
Ah, right, okay. So they're not 35 and
in their last year of school. Yeah, these are like proper teenagers playing the roles there. So that was quite refreshing. So I like that about it. And it was always good to go back to Woodsboroughs as well. Love Woodsboroughs.
Yeah.
The cool setting.
Yeah, Craven likes his suburban kind of settings.
And I kind of like that. And what they tried to do was obviously back when did the first one come out? 96, I think it was.
About
96, something like that. So back then, mobile phones and all that sort of thing weren't even that big then, were they?
Nah.
So
it was like that, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was like that. So it wasn't very portable. Now the media being where it is with Twitter and Facebook and all this, he's tried to use that in the horror sense. A good interesting idea to do, but I don't think he quite pulled it off too well, because whilst the killer now texts and tweets, I'm in the house, you're losing, the voice on the phone, which was so brilliant especially the first film.
He does it with Twitter.
He does it with Twitter and Facebook now. Do you know what I mean? So it loses that appeal. It loses that tension. How great. I don't know the guy's name who plays the voice of the ghost killer, but the whole opening to the original movie with Drew Barrymore.
Yeah.
It's awesome. I love the opening.
Yeah, it was a good opening.
So yeah. Oh, it might be Ghostface now actually. Oh, yeah, I'm gonna gut you like a fish. Cut into your neck until you feel bone.
Just tweeted you, has he?
He just tweeted me. He's terrified me. He's terrified me. But no, it was nice to go back to Woodsboroughs. I would say it's probably a little bit better than 3 because 3 was just stupid, whereas this does try to go back to the basics.
Yeah.
So therefore, I'd probably rank it a little bit higher than the third film.
Yeah.
But I think it's probably it says what, new decade, new rules. It should have been new decade. Forget
Same rules.
Same rules, yeah. But I've seen worse movies this year. This was last year, but I've seen worse movies since. I'd say it's just above the average mark, people.
Yeah.
So if you gave up on Scream after watching number 3, worth sitting down before, because it's not a total loss.
Yeah.
So I'd probably give it I'd like to maybe just push it to the 7, but if I'm being honest, I'd probably keep it at the 6.
Keep it at the 6.
It's in that little bracket there. So by all means,
it's not a bad bracket to be in.
Yeah, by all means, not terrible, but I was expecting a little bit better from Wes, to be fair. A little bit better. I know you're not the biggest Wes fan in the world.
I'm not, man. I feel bad for saying it because the guy has made a lot of good films, but there's, I don't know, they just sort of fall short a lot of the time. The scripts, a lot of the time, it's just wasted opportunities with him. I feel.
Yeah.
But having said that, you know, Scream, Deadly Blessing, Serpent and the Rainbow. It's one scary movie.
I really, not a mega scary film, but I really liked People Under the Stairs.
Yeah, it's a good
It's
film.
a really
That was alright.
cool, fun horror movie.
Yeah,
Isn't it?
yeah, it roached, didn't it?
Yeah, I like Wes. I like Wes. You know, and obviously he's done some. He's got his name on a few films that are, you know, have been, you know, The Last House on the Left and The Hills Have Eyes. You know, so he's made a bit of controversy there as well. But
yeah. So
I know what you mean though. He almost plays it safe, and then that's his downfall. Do you know what I mean? He doesn't push the envelope like Carpenter would have done.
No, not in the same league. Good at knocking them out, but I don't know.
I'm good at knocking them out though.
Yeah. There you go. You should make a Scream film.
Great Scream 5, you know.
You could be Wankface or something.
Wankface, yeah. I heard that they were actually going to try and take the Scream franchise for a TV series. Fuck knows how that'd work, people. I mean,
like Dawson's Creek.
Yeah, I mean, The Shadows is open to all possibilities, but I don't see that fucking working. Prove me wrong.
Yeah, could be the next Glee.
Can you imagine Ghostface on the stage singing? Singing.
Unfortunately, I can.
Yeah.
And this is the thing with me. I haven't watched Scream 4 yet, but the first one, yeah, it's a good film. Good film. Still not one of my favourite films, but a very, very good film. I think I gave it a 9. I did give it a 9.
I love Scream 1.
Scream 2, good sequel. Some really good moments. Got a bit Scooby-Doo at the end. It was ridiculous, wasn't it?
He almost took his mask. I would have got away with it. If it wasn't for you and your pestling kids.
Pestling.
I don't know what it is.
You got to have one every week, man. We've had John Saxo, now we've got
Oh,
Pestling.
fucking hell. I knew he was going to throw Saxo back in my face.
It's got Saxo's
Saxo
there.
was in Nightmare on Elm Street, wasn't he?
He was.
He was Nancy's dad, wasn't he?
Yeah, he was. Good old Saxo. He was, I'm sorry.
Fucking
But
Saxo.
I'm not going to be pestilential.
Pestilism.
I'm not going to do that anymore.
Alright.
Scream 3. Oh, man. Even Patrick Dempsey couldn't save it.
It had
by the numbers, man.
It had a really, really cool eerie bit though. The bit where Sydney's in like a cottagey house where she's a recluse, and she's like half asleep and wakes up and sees her mum, who's obviously dead, raped and murdered before the first film.
Pretty par for the course, isn't it? Craven?
Well, he likes a bit of rapey rape, doesn't he? But yeah, and you see that bit where she comes up to the window and she's like, Sydney, and bang, you get the good popcorn bit there. Nice little jump there. But other than that, it's a fucking poor movie.
Yeah,
When Ghostface starts, when you go
Make
around,
TV.
instead of like stalking your prey, instead of stalking them, now you're blowing them up. Where's the tension? Anyone can blow a fucking house up.
Yeah, well,
You know?
I wouldn't say that on the World Wide Web.
I'm not planning on blowing.
It's
a
very
house
hard
up.
to blow up a house, but if you're a serial killer,
It can be done.
it can be done.
It can be done. But the Shadow's not into blowing houses up.
No.
Otherwise, my name would be blowing houses up.
That's
Shadow.
poor man. I was waiting for something really good. Really good. That's it. I've got to have Zedmore now.
Alright, take Zedmore.
I'm going to have Zedmore because we're moving into the second segment now, aren't we?
Second segment.
Second segment.
I feel like we should have a bit of Terry's chocolate orange to go with that, but I think we polished that off earlier.
It's gone.
It's a shame.
It's gone.
I like it.
Our second film of the night, S.J. Lacana, this is for you.
Name drop. It's a name drop.
Oh yes, Midnight Meat Train. Now,
The Shadow has not seen this film, so
mm,
I'm going to be watching it this week.
very nice, very nice.
Watching it this week.
Well, before I get onto the film, yeah, I was talking to SJ this week, and she gave me a few. I said to her, "What do you want me to put out on Saturday?" And I put it out. She gave me a few suggestions. 2 of them I haven't actually watched, but I will endeavour to do so. They're sitting in the vaults. But this was the other. So yeah, it's already on the Splatter Platter, which is a new. Yeah, it's gonna be about a 12-parter. Some real decent splatter films that could have been missed. And I've already. That's up tonight. That's up. It's there. It's in the web.
It's on the World Webbeth.
It is.
For
it
people
is.
to clicketh.
Yes. Yes, and clicketh.
Clicketh, they willeth and readeth.
Right. Midnight Meat Train. This is. It's based on a Clive Barker short story.
Yeah, we all like Clive Barker.
And it's a really, really solid film.
I'm glad you said Clive Barker, because me being a prick would have gone and come out and said Clive Baker or something. Clive Baker in the studio with John Saxo.
And Des Parker.
Fucking hell.
Yeah, that's it. That's that film by Des Parker, isn't it? Yeah.
Oh,
No,
dear.
Des Parker had nothing to do with this. He was uncredited.
Yeah.
Midnight Meat Train is only came out a few years ago, and it came out when torture porn, as it's called.
I don't like that sound. I think it's thrown around too willy-nilly.
Oh, it is. It's just chucked around.
Willy-nilly.
Torture porn. It doesn't explain anything because it's not torture porn. So there's some torture in these films.
It's like, you know, like the
Extreme
Saw,
exploitation.
Yeah, like the Saw movies. There's no shagging in them, is there?
No, it's
No
none
shagging
at
in
all.
them. If cutting your foot off is now tortured porn, then...
Yeah. And Jigsaw ain't getting none. Riding around with that little bike.
No, exactly.
Yeah.
He wants to play a game,
He does. He does.
but it doesn't seem to be sexual ones.
No.
So.
No, just the one kind of games.
One
very,
kind of
very wrong. So yeah, this is. Do you know what? It's a really good extreme exploitation flick. But it's also it's got some real depth to it. I'm not going to say too much because I don't want to spoil it for anyone, especially for you because you're going to be watching it next week. But it also focuses on the human obsession and what sort of lengths you go to when you become kind of infatuated by something. And it does that really well. Bradley Cooper's in it.
Bradley Cooper, he's cool, you know.
Oh, you gotta love Bradley Cooper.
He's also he can play a wide range of characters.
And a wild range as well.
God, fucking hell, I put my teeth back then.
No, wild's good. Wild's good, man. Because that brings me to my next point.
Oh, good. I mean, I love Cooper. I think like I said, he's not just like a comedy man, is he?
No.
He can do all sorts.
Well, do you know what? He's a pretty boy. He's got those blue eyes, the
Baby
Jim
blues.
Caviezel eyes, isn't he?
Nice dinner plate pecs.
Oh yeah, he's got all that going on as well. But the thing is, if you watch Limitless, the first 20 minutes, he just looks like a sack of shit. And that's brilliant. It's good. It's nice to see someone who clearly isn't a sack of shit, you know, quite prepared to dress up as a sack of shit.
I think like he could be sort of the next sort of Christian Bale, because he's very much like that as well, isn't he?
Yeah.
He'll get right into character, change his body for whatever.
Oh yeah, the machinist. Oh.
It was like some sort of like bad Resident Evil zombie, wasn't it?
He wasn't even. He was the ribs of a bad Resident Evil zombie. It was ridiculous. There was nothing but bones, was there? How did he survive and come back and then do Batman?
I know.
Turn up on the set of Batman. Oh guys, should we make the film?
He better bulk up. So apparently he bulked up. They come back. They said we're making a Batman film, not an Incredible Hulk. He was like over ripped.
I don't know how he did it,
The guy's a genius. But as I say, Cooper, I think he seems to be quite dedicated to his roles in that fashion as well. So
yeah, I think there's more to him than just the pretty boy that, you know, women just happen to find very, very attractive. He's he's got something. And in this, it's really good because he gets to play a different kind of role. And it was a little bit before he, you know, the hangover and everything sort of just exploded in a massive shitstorm. Good shitstorm for Bradley.
For him.
But also it's got Vinnie Jones in it. Vinnie Jones has...
I like Vinnie Jones. because he's
Yeah.
what you get. It's what you get, and what you see is what you get.
Yeah, he's not Daniel Day-Lewis, is he?
No,
But he knows it. He knows it.
I think he's. I mean, he's not just like a footballer. Like he weren't like the best footballer in the world either. He certainly ain't the best actor in the world. But I mean, he's been in some good movies out there.
Yeah. He's got himself in there in Hollywood, and people know him. He's collaborated. Well, I say collaborated. He's worked with some actors that have probably helped his career and brought him other opportunities, like Jason Statham, because obviously he was in The Wonderful Snatch and Lock, Stock. But here he plays what Vinny does best, and that is just keeping it zipped most of the time. Because
actions speak louder than
action,
words.
they do, and he's an okay actor. He's a convincing actor because he's put in the right roles, and he seems to take those right roles more often than not. But in this, for me, it's just perfect. It's not the film. Vinny is just, you couldn't have picked any better. It's his little movie. It's very bloody. The blood comes fast. So it's sort of blink and you miss it, but really, really brutal with it. But maybe the SFX with the CGI in it as well. There's the gore effects probably needed to be quick to not be, a little bit off kilter. It sounds like I'm slagging it off now, and I love this film.
What do you mean they're not up to par?
No, they're up to par, but I think you just you almost sort of think, oh, did that look good or not? When you don't really know, and you have to run it back. Well, you run it back anyway because you want to see someone's eyeball get ejected from their head in fast speeds or whatever. But that's because we're just sick puppies, really. But it's a really solid film. Really solid film. It's one of the better Clive Barker adaptations.
It's well worth watching as well, isn't he? He's a sick little pup, isn't he?
Clive Barker, yeah. I went to Comic-Con last year, and Clive Barker was the only person there. There was all there at the front. Corey Feldman was there with his fake cigarette. I want to get out and have a joint.
Love old Corey.
Oh, you got to love old Corey, man.
Got a cool name as well.
Yeah. I've lost my thread now. You made me lose
Clive Barker.
Clive Barker. He was in this weird, oxygen tent that no one could go in, and it was it was a bit it was nice. I suppose for Clive Barker, he's going to want to be like that. He's going to want to be tucked away.
Doesn't want to share the fucking same oxygen with us minions, would he?
Nah.
Fucking, you know what I mean?
No, that's it. We're not minions, so.
Yeah, but he doesn't know of us. He doesn't know of us yet.
Not yet.
But when he does know of us, he'll think, fuck me, I wish I brought him into my tent.
Yeah. He'll be knocking on our tent, will he?
Can I come into your tent? Can I come into the vaults? I don't know, Clive, can you? If you can climb up the ladder, yes, you can come in.
Not many people can climb up the ladder.
Not many people can climb up, and people that have climbed up, not many have gone back down. No. Well, might have gone down head first.
Yeah, well, you're the only one. You're the only one that survived it.
And tortured.
Tortured Soul couldn't fully get up here because he's
too hedge.
He's far too hedge.
He makes Bane look like fucking the Machinist.
I was glad you said that because that was right. That's it. You can have that back now, man.
Yes, Zedamore. Welcome to my master.
Yes. So, do you know what? We got a few minutes left, haven't we? We've done Midnight Meat Train.
Well, I think we should have a little chit chat anyway because I'm not here next week.
You're not. So should we just I'm just going to bust a couple of films.
It's a shame we couldn't have a live feed and have someone just ask us a question.
Yeah,
Whip a movie out.
I'm going to whip a movie out.
We can go over, man.
Let's, right. What we're going to grab?
Shall I whip a movie out?
You whip a movie out.
I'm going to whip one out that
you whip it out
you
quick.
mentioned earlier because you thought I was going to chat about it, but I didn't. Shall I start talking about it?
Yeah, go for it.
Right, I've got Shark Night here. I watched this actually a little while back. I watched it in 3D as well, which really helped it out.
Especially because it's called Shark Night 3D.
It's called Shark Night 3D, people. So you're not tuning in to watch like a fucking Jaws masterpiece. But it's a great little film. It's so much fun. Basically, short story is, they all go to this house in the middle of a lake, right, with jet skis and boats and all this bollocks on a massive lake which has got fuckloads of sharks in it, right? And they're jumping out of the water, eating people, all in 3D. It's all nonsense, but it's just great fun. It's just teenagers played by, you know, late 20-year-olds,
Yeah,
30-year-olds, which is, you know,
Mickey Rooney.
all in their bikinis, you know, all the boys are good looking boys, all the girls are brilliant, good looking, nice boobs and everything. And then you get these sharks that are just, not just one type of shark, different species of shark. I won't say how they got there, that's the twist, okay? There is a story to it as well.
Yeah, it's not important, is it?
Nah, it's not important, but the 3D in it is really good fun. I mean, there's bits, you know, it's not all gimmicky where it's all, I mean, it is gimmicky, it's all at the screen at you, but all the bits in the water you get a really good depth. They've actually done well with the 3D, which I like because I'm a fan of 3D, if it's used properly. I don't just want to see stupid things coming at the screen. I do like the, you know, the bigger picture, so to speak. But yeah, Shark Night 3D was great fun, as like Piranha 3D. They're all, you know, if you're watching a film called something 3D, if they're using the name 3D as part of their title, you've got to expect a little bit of
3D.
3D.
Indeed.
So yeah, Shark Night 3D. I mean, yeah, it was great fun. Yeah, I enjoyed that from start to finish. So.
Yeah.
And sharks are my biggest fear as well. So doesn't matter what film it is about sharks, I will buy it and watch it. I mean, I'm the arsehole who probably helped Mega Shark versus Giant Octopus up the.
Up the ladder. Up the ladder.
You know, any shark that can jump out of the sky and pull a jumbo jet down.
Oh, it's got to be worth making a film about, surely.
I loved it. I thought it was really good fun.
Yeah, give it to Roger Corman. He never makes a loss.
No. But no, it was good fun.
Yeah, do you know what? This film got ripped, and you expect it, but like any film that gets ripped, it doesn't really mean anything to me, and I know it doesn't to you because you make your own. You make your own judgment, and as long as you set your expectations right.
I knew what it was. I had a shit week at work, as you do.
Yeah.
On the way home, I stopped off at my local convenience store. I won't name drop Sainsbury's or anything. You know, picked it up because it was cheap. It was like £8.
Yeah. With the glasses.
Well, I had the Blu-ray, so I got like the proper glasses and all. So it's not even like one screen's blue, one screen's red, and all that.
Oh, you got the clear ones.
I got the proper ones, right?
Nice.
Couple of packs of Bud. No, I was on the Guinness at the time actually. Guinness. Got the Guinness.
Oh, sorry, that kind of Bud.
Not really, but couple of Guinnesses. Packet of peanut M&Ms. The Shadow is a fan of the peanut M&Ms.
You are a big fan of them.
Peanut M&Ms. Okay. Sat down, thought this movie's going to be a hoot, and my face was hurting by the end of it because I just smiled all the way through it.
Yeah,
it was just fun. It was fun, and there's a couple of scary bits in it as well, which is quite nice to see. As in like jumpy. Oh, what we got?
Right. We got time for one more, haven't we?
Yeah, we'll go a little bit longer this week.
Can you see that? Is that there? It's in your faces. Storm warming. Warming! Oh!
You've caught my disease.
I have caught it. It's a horrible disease, and I've got it now. Storm warming, starring John Saxo, is This is a really solid film, man. If you haven't seen it, you really need to. And not a lot of people know about it either because it came out. It's like from the makers of Wolf Creek. It's Australian. Jamie Blanks is the director. But it kind of come after Wolf Creek, and at the time there was this glut of films coming out of Australia that all had some sort of connection to a guy that made tea on the set of Wolf Creek. So it just kind of disappeared. Nice box.
The Shadow popped off.
The Shadow did pop off.
That wasn't very stealthy of me, was it?
There's nothing stealth about that.
Jesus. It was like an arrow. Bubbly.
I hope that doesn't sting the nostrils, sir.
It will not, sir. Take the hat, take it. I down my head in shame.
Right, not only am I going to take the hat, but as well as that, you've got to have the hard bit. The hard bit.
It's horrible, it's like proper hurts.
Keep that there, man. If I do anything that warrants it, I want to have that back.
I might hit you that way as well.
Oh yeah, that'd be good. Oh yeah,
like a jugular.
Ah, it's Juggler. Juggler.
I don't know if you know what time we record these people, but it is like, what's the time? It's like
3 in the afternoon.
yeah.
Right. Yeah, Still Morning, really good. It's about a couple who kind of get mixed up with some bad guys, all set in one location. It's one of these kind of, we're gonna really fucking torment you, and then you're gonna really torment us in return kind of films. Really good, really good. Some excellent Grue, plenty of it. It's a decent movie. So Storm Warning, as I'm calling it, it's actually called Storm Warning. Is well worth busting out on a rainy day.
It's well worth spending 82 minutes of your life watching.
Absolutely.
I would if
it was 92 minutes, it'd still be worth. Oh look, see you've pulled that sharp knife out again. No, it's making me think of Samuel Jackson getting pulled in. Oh dear.
What was I going to say? I haven't even seen this film, but I would probably say you should watch that more than that.
Yeah, I'd say, and I haven't seen that, but I'd say that's pretty much a shoo-in.
If you like sharks, then you'll probably give it a leeway. But other than that, I'd avoid it if in that case. But yeah, no, this looks cool as well. Actually, I haven't seen it. I have seen Wolf Creek, which is cool.
Yeah, Wolf Creek's a solid film, man.
I just remember the guy in it, he had that really weird.
I remember the sniper bullet taking that copper out.
Oh yeah, it was horrible, wasn't it? You just thought, seriously, he's going to turn up and save the day. Gone, fuck you, asshole.
Yeah, he's out there.
And they're making a sequel to that as well. I don't know if it's going to be set on the same character or if I heard about it today.
Yeah, it's coming. Look. We should be wrapping it up, but I'm just going to bust.
Fluff enough one.
This is going to be a really quick one because I need to.
Do you know where it is?
Again. What's that?
You got it.
Do you know what? Actually, I'm just going to bust a few out. We're just going to. Right, this is going to be. I've just messed up the vaults, man. I've messed them up.
Fuck.
Right, we're just going to bust out a few.
Fucking
right.
I ain't going to say much. Do you want me to hold?
I'm going to do them in 2 minutes, right? This is the 2 minutes of... Oh, how can I do 2 minutes when zombie flesh eaters is in there? Take that back. I can't be talking about that in 2 minutes.
Okay.
Man. I can't be talking about that in 20 minutes.
I love these collection ones though. They're cool. The collection.
Yeah, yeah. Arrow Video, really good. Right, so what we got? We've got Island of Death. Right, I've got 2 minutes.
Yeah, go on.
Right, Island of Death. Video nasty. Good. Really nicely shot. Really well shot considering its age, and it's pretty notorious for a few scenes. One of which involves a man getting his jollies with a goat.
Oh.
Yes, he makes love to a goat, and there's not many films that have captured that.
I'm going to name drop a good friend of mine, Mr. Rory Phillips. At the moment, he's got a little relationship going on with a goat.
Oh.
So maybe you'd like to check that one out, sir.
Excellent. Of course, Gene Wilder had a wonderful relationship with the sheep. Right, I'm running out my 2 minutes. Right, Slaughter High. Mid-80s.
That's awesome cover.
It was one of those sort of films that kind of got lost in the crowd a little bit. Not bad.
That's awesome.
Yeah, Marty the killer in that. Yeah, it's not bad at all actually, and it's better than you probably remembered it. Right, next one, Silent Night, Deadly Night. This one, lots of shit when that come out. There was a lot of drama about that one, especially the advertising, because it was Christmas and they didn't want people like going out to get their turkey and seeing, tits and
Santa.
Axes and all that sort of stuff going
Christmas for me, it wouldn't be Christmas without tits and Santa.
It wouldn't.
So,
it wouldn't. No, they go hand in hand.
And a lovely nun on the back as well.
You gotta have a nun.
I'm sure she met her demise. Is that the right word? Demise?
Yes, demise is a very good word. And this one, finally, I'm going to put this up to the screen because Pieces, 1982. This film is a wonderful box. This is a new image that was made purely for the DVD. This is pure shit.
Oh, is it?
Of the best order.
Oh, okay. It's an awesome cover.
It's great. Pieces is great. I'm gonna do a piece on Pieces very soon. It's not one of them.
A segment of the Pieces.
Yes, a segment of the piece. I might even think of a.
You could use that.
Clever little
if you want to
name
use
for
that
it.
as a title, I will allow it.
Yeah, Pieces is good. It's plenty of blood. Not a lot of quality. But, you know, sometimes it's nice to sit and watch something
Chainsaw,
that
innit?
knows it's not that great.
Yeah.
It's got a chainsaw in it, yeah, not as much as it probably appears on the
Is
cover.
it one of them, is it?
Yeah, but there is a lot of good killing going on. Yeah, it's well worth watching. Well worth busting out a bit of pieces.
Sweet as. Right,
That's
well,
it. That's it.
you've had an extra 5-10 minutes out of the Grue this week.
Yes.
You're not going to see us next week, probably the week after, depending what time Shadow gets back.
Yes.
But we'll you hear that? It's got a little tingle going. It's going right through my ears.
Yeah, no, we'll be
We'll
be there though, won't we? I mean, I'm going to be there. I'm going to be hitting it. Maybe not on the podcast front. I'm
no.
keeping the content
the
coming.
content's still going to be flying. Just visual.
Well, you're not going to be here.
I'm not going to be here, but I'll still be.
Leaving the vaults.
Hopefully, I'll be tweeting some stuff as well if my phone allows me to where I'm going. So apparently, you don't get reception down in the hill. Who knows?
Well, I don't know. There's little spots.
Little
hot spots.
Hot springs.
Nice little Wi-Fi spots. But
apparently, the password is 666. Don't know if that's right or not. Don't know if that's digits or if it's spelled that way.
No, that's not the password.
Is it not the password?
John Saxo.
Fuck you. I can't remember the one what was the one you messed up on? I can't remember, it's not important.
I can't remember.
You don't mess up as often as I mess up, so, you know. Apart from you've been wearing Zedmore back to front.
Oh,
I didn't want to tell you because I thought...
I can't wear him the right way round. That's how you wear him.
That's how I wear Zedmore. No, the other way.
I want to rotate it on your head like Wurzel Gummidge. There you
Oh,
go.
Wurzel Gummidge. Now, we should do a piece on him. He used to scare the shit out of me when I was little. Oh, man, Sunday TV.
Sapphire and Steel for me. Oh, Sapphire and Steel.
Sunday TV. It was like Wurzel Gummidge and the guy who played the Incredible Hulk, you know, the 70s version. When his eyes used to
Lou
go.
Ferrigno.
No, not him, but the guy who played the actual Bruce Banner, or David Banner, whatever they called him. When his eyes used to go,
Yeah.
I was out the fucking room. I
Ah,
was alright once he was the Hulk,
yeah.
and so whilst he was turning.
Did it cause flatulence like a little
Flaccidness
bit?
the whole way.
Flaccidness and flatulence
At the
together
same time.
is a bad thing.
One side on and one side off.
Ah.
Like a twister lolly.
Right.
I don't know. Anyway, we'll bid you a good Jew. Is it a good word?
Have a good Jew, John Saxo.
I redeem myself and fall. I redeem myself and fall in the same sentence.
We bid you a Jew, Grue heads.
Ah, that's what I meant to say.
We bid you a Grue.
A Grue. There you go. See, let's bring it in here.
Oh. Right, we'll see you soon. Peace out.